want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Hey everyone, Jeremy Croft here with another creepy tribute video. Do you ever feel sad and alone? Like no one likes you and your mom is a crazy religious fanatic and you're developing awesome but terrifying telekinetic powers and making things happen that you can't explain? Hopefully not, because that would suck. But that's exactly what happens to Carrie White. And suck it does, but it makes for great entertainment. That's right folks, today we're celebrating Brian DePalma's supernatural tale of horror and teen angst, Carrie, which celebrates its 40th anniversary this week. Welcome to the JoBlo Carrie tribute video. Carrie was the first Stephen King novel to ever be published, and the first to be adapted into a feature film. Only 26 years old at the time, King was still an unknown property and was paid just $2,500 for the film rights. Brian DePalma, a young up-and-coming filmmaker, was a fan of the book and expressed interest in directing the film. United Artists signed on to produce the film, allotting a budget of just $1.6 million to DePalma and his team. Carrie tells the tale of a shy, awkward high school girl, played by Sissy Spacek, who develops the ability to move things with her mind. When she falls victim to a cruel prank on prom night, Carrie uses her abilities to exact her revenge on her classmates. To cast the film, DePalma teamed up with another unknown director, George Lucas, for joint auditions. Every actor who read for Lucas's film Star Wars also read for Carrie. Amy Irving, eventually cast as Carrie's classmate Sue, was this close to being cast as Princess Leia. Similarly, actor William Katt, Carrie's prom date, was almost cast as Luke Skywalker.
You can't find Organa Major?
I found it, it's just not there.
DePalma originally turned down Sissy Spacek for the lead role in favor of actress Betsy Slade. But Spacek, determined to get the part, auditioned a second time, wearing a sailor suit from 7th grade and Vaseline all over her face. And somehow that worked. Persistence, kids. It pays off. Rounding out the cast was Piper Laurie as Carrie's fanatical mother and a super young John Travolta in his second film role ever as one of the bullies tormenting Carrie at school. Production of Carrie took place over 50 days on location in Santa Paula, California. One of the key locations in the film, the high school, was actually built on land owned by Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher, parents of, you guessed it, Carrie Fisher, who won the role of Princess Leia at the joint auditions. Small world. The film was lensed by cinematographer Mario Tosi, a last-minute replacement for another DP who clashed with DePalma on set. To prepare for the role, Spacek isolated herself from everyone else on set, going so far as to decorate her dressing room with various religious artifacts and iconography. She also referenced an illustrated Bible, looking at images of stoned victims, and committed to starting and ending each of her scenes in one of those positions. Released in theaters November 1976, Carrie received universal acclaim and is now regarded as one of the very best films of the 70s. The film was so well received, in fact, that both Sissy Spacek and Piper Laurie were nominated for Oscars. To this day, it remains one of the only horror films to ever be nominated for numerous Academy Awards, joining such esteemed films as The Exorcist and Silence of the Lambs.
Hello, sir.
The film was also a big box office success, earning over 30 times its budget and the equivalent of over $130 million in today's dollars. We talked about the making of Carrie, but how does it hold up 40 years later? Pretty damn well. DePalma, at the height of his craft, made a film for the ages. An intelligent, character-driven film, Carrie still stands as one of the most well-made and memorably acted films of all time. Lawrence D. Cohen's screenplay wisely focuses more on Carrie as a tormented and wounded human being rather than as a violent monster, allowing audiences to sympathize with her and root for her success. This, coupled with Spacek's performance, allows the film to achieve maximum emotional impact in the heartbreaking final scenes. The cinematography, along with DePalma's unique eye for camera placement, results in one of the most strikingly shot horror movies of all time, featuring numerous iconic shots. DePalma uses every directorial trick up his sleeve, including effective use of slow motion, split screen, and even an entire sequence shot in reverse.
You don't know what's not real about it, but there's something slightly unreal about it.
Continuing the Star Wars connection, editor Paul Hirsch cut both Carrie and Star Wars one right after the other, both brilliantly. The score by Pino Donaggio, a frequent De Palma collaborator, is suitably intense and exciting, and the film's young cast all went on to achieve a great measure of success. Numerous filmmakers, including Quentin Tarantino and Edgar Wright, consider it to be one of their favorite films. In 1999, a universally reviled sequel was produced, and there have been 2 remakes, a made-for-TV film in 2002, as well as the 2013 film directed by Kimberly Pierce. The sequel, Rage Carrie 2, and the made-for-TV remake are both pretty awful, but the newest remake, starring Chloe Grace Moretz in the title role, was actually pretty good. After 40 years, Carrie remains a classic. In this narrator's opinion, it's the best film De Palma has ever made, and it remains in constant rotation in my household. So, here's to you, Carrie. From all of us at the JoBlo Movie Network, happy 40th. I'm Jeremy Croft, and until next time.